what up, guys? And Kenny here, and back in the video today. So today we're just gonna be pushing to 7,000 with Icebow 3.6. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I know I haven't really been posting much, but I just got to college and I'm just trying to get settled and everything. And I've just been really busy, so hope you guys can forgive me for that. But I'll try to be posting more. And it looks like we're in our first game against Faust. So I'm not sure if it's the same Faust that I know that's like the German pro. But let's try to do our best here. I'm just gonna have to test the first furnace because I don't really want to cycle my Valkyrie. And it's a good thing we didn't play our log right away because he had Goblin Barrel. And I think this is the mirror deck, okay. So we got a pretty nice King Tower activation right there. Hopefully we can kind of keep this up for the rest of the game. And notice how I'm not really going in too aggressively. I'm just kind of seeing what he has. It looks like I'm right. So the reason why I played an Ice Wizard right there is because I didn't want to take that one hit from the furnace. Just because fire spirits do almost like 300 damage. That's kind of risky. So right here I'm probably just gonna go Xbow, since he did use like a Valk. But I want to kill the bowler first. Okay, let's go Xbow right away. Hopefully he doesn't go mirror barrel. Okay, we might be in trouble right here. That was really good minion horde for him. And he managed to get more damage than we did, so that was probably a bad idea by me to go in fully right there. I probably should have played my lone Xbow, and I probably would have been fine instead of just like placing a Valk too. Okay, so I still need to sort of break through from this, see how this goes. I know he has Bowler in hand, so I'm just gonna defensive Xbow in the anti-fireball position in case he has Fireball. And it seems like he does have Fireball. I'm just gonna rock it soon. Well, wanted to wait until like I get value to rock it. Okay, I think we can get a good Expo right here. And it's really good that he cycled his bowler on my Tesla instead of saving it for my Expo. Okay, so he has mirror bowler. I'm probably just gonna have to rocket this and eat that fire spear on the left. Okay, so we got a connection, but it doesn't really matter since he was able to easily log it away. And this looks really bad for us. He's probably gonna snipe, yeah. I was about to say he's probably gonna snipe our Tesla, but yeah, he's doing a really good job here. Just gonna NATO just to save my log for his mirrored barrel. And this is really close. I have to try to break through as quick as possible. And he can just cycle 2 more fireballs in this game. He's doing a really good job here. I can't really go in since he does have bowler. And yeah, this is looking like it's GG, guys. Let's go Expo, and yeah, it's game. So yeah, GG. I felt like our only real mistake right there was that we went for the tower sack instead of just playing it out regularly, so. Okay, hopefully we don't make the same mistake in this game. And I don't really want to cycle anything just yet. And I think a log should be fine. So bomber, this could be the Expo deck that's been very popular with bomber. So I have my rocket ready, and it looks like it's not. It's probably Egiant. I don't think it could be RG since it does have the bomber. Okay, so I have no idea what this is actually. Okay, Prince. So this is just like some kind of off meta deck. He might have Graveyard, but let's see. It's gonna late log, and I think that should take care of the Prince. Okay, so doesn't look like he has a big spell, so this might be perfect for us actually. I'm just gonna cycle my skeleton soon. And Ice was the same lane as his bomber. Alright, so he does have E-Giant. Interesting. Okay, so I have to kind of figure out what other cards he might have. So I'm just gonna actually Valkyrie because I don't really have anything else to play. And I'm just gonna cycle my Tesla low to the right in case he does have lightning. Yeah, Fire Spear is pretty OP, guys. That shouldn't have connected at all. So I'm actually just gonna spam defensive Xbow since he has no big spell. Whenever your opponent has no big spell, you should always take advantage of that fact, especially if you're playing in mid ladder where your opponents have higher levels than you. You gotta make sure you spam those defensive Xbows because they will win you the game. Just gonna log all that on the left. And that was probably a really bad Tesla by me, allowing him to get a connection. So I might not play those anymore. Just gonna kind of NATO everything. I could rocket, but I don't want to spend too much elixir. I feel like NATO chipping the buildings down is pretty underrated. Not many people do it. Just gonna log the Prince. And I probably have to cycle this Tesla lower. It's probably gonna bite me in the butt later on, but let's see. Okay, let's Valkyrie down low just so he doesn't get a connection on our tower. And yeah, we took quite a bit of damage there, so I'm not gonna cycle the Tesla down low like that again. I'm just gonna keep stacking them higher up. So since it's triple elixir, we can be a little bit more aggressive, but I don't think we'd be able to get locked even if we were to somehow get the elixir advantage right here. Just because of how much he has on the board. I'm just gonna NATO chip again. There's not much I could really do. I mean, I could rocket cycle, but again, I don't want to spend elixir that's not necessary, you know? Okay, I'm gonna rocket now since it's almost 20 seconds left into the game. And just to keep the damage lead. And also chip with my spells if I can. So I'm just gonna keep cycling my buildings. I think this should be good. And yeah, GG. Okay, so we're up against Aaron. Aaron or Iran. Okay, it's going to go Ice Wizard. I don't like going Valkyrie for their miner sometimes just because of how expensive Valkyrie is. But it just really depends on what they have. But just to start off, I won't go off with the Valkyrie because if they have Mega Knight, I have a lot of trouble defending it. Just gonna go Tesla in the middle. And hopefully he doesn't have Balloon. Okay, so I kind of spoke too soon right there. So this is going to be a really awkward defense. I'm going to have to actually pull this to king somehow. And I think that should work since we did cycle our Xbow higher, allowing the balloon to kite a little to the left. And perfect defense right there. So that looked a little sketch, but I think we should be fine as long as we're not down too much elixir. Okay, I'm just gonna have to Tesla right here. This guy did spend quite a bit of elixir right there, so I'm just gonna go in, and that zap was absolutely terrible. And he shouldn't have enough for like a Tesla or something. And I think this might be GG, like right off the bat. Let's get our Valkyrie ready in case he wants to do anything. And yeah, guys, I don't see him coming back from this one. So yeah, I didn't go immediately for the 3 crown just because they have like a heavier deck with something harder to handle sometimes. They pretend to give up and they can just beat you that way, so just be careful of going for the 3 crown if your opponent has some kind of crazy deck. It can be sometimes risky, so I don't really advise it. Okay. So Ghost in the middle. This might be P.E.K.K.A Bridge spam. Actually, it might be 3M since he does have the heal spirit. We managed to get the King Tower activation, so that's gonna help us a lot later on the match. He has Fisherman, so it also could be RG. Let's see. I'm just gonna Ice Wizard, and I think the Fisherman should pull to the Tesla. And I could go Xbow right away since we are quite a bit of elixir. Up quite a bit of elixir. And I assume he might have like Bandit. Okay. So really unfortunate for us. Our whole elixir advantage was just taken away by that heal spirit. I still think this should be fine. He doesn't have a big spell. I don't think so. Should be in a pretty good position. I'm not sure how good the matchup is. I'm not sure how the matchup is, but I sometimes kind of lose to this deck, even if they don't have a big spell, just because of how hard it is to deal with their spam sometimes. Okay, I might have to just NATO this just to kind of clear off the ghost. Get a late log for his 3M. Then Valkyrie his musketeer on the left. Let's actually go... No, I can't go Xbow since he does have E-Barbs. Let's go Ice Wizard and Skeletons. Since our King Tower is activated, I'm gonna go Xbow right away. And I know he has E-Barbs coming, so we should be able to easily take care of this. I'm gonna NATO this away, and yeah, he's a really good player for that. He knew I was probably going to NATO that away, so he capitalized on that. So I'm just gonna try to go in again. Hopefully, because we need some kind of connection. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is really bad for us. We spent a lot of elixir to defend that ghost just to take a hit. So this defense might be a little bit tricky, especially if they know what they're doing. Really good Barbaro prediction by him. Okay, we somehow defended, but I'm not sure how we'll deal with the second sequence. So let's defensive Xbow again. I'm gonna log the ghost so it kites to my Xbow. And it looked like it wasn't going to go to my Xbow right there, so that's why I used that Panic Ice Wizard. It's gonna nail all his 3M to one lane. We're gonna have to rock it. And yeah, that was a terrible rocket, guys. I think that just cost me the game in GG. That was pretty unfortunate. I probably should have played a little bit more defensively in the beginning. It's probably what cost me the game. Okay, I'm not sure how you pronounce this person's name. Okay, so cage in the middle. I like to Tesla in the middle when they cage in the middle. Let's actually log the cage just so he dies quicker. So my Tesla can get a little bit more value. Just going to go Ice Wizard in the back for his bomber. Waiting for him to cycle 4 elixir card because I think this might be Egiant or Golem. Okay, our Ice Wizard cleaned up pretty nicely right there, so far so good. I'm gonna go Xbow. This might be like a late Xbow, but I'm just gonna Tesla just in case. Hopefully our skeletons can chip a little bit just because I don't want my Tesla to die too quickly. Okay, so pretty clean defense so far. So we should have Egiant out of cycle, so if we somehow manage to cycle back, I think we should be fine. We might actually be able to get the King Tower activation off this cage if he's not too careful. We're gonna have to bleed some elixir too. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna go Tesla up high. This is the anti-lightning and anti-earthquake Tesla. So in case he has lightning in cycle, he won't be able to hit my tower and my Tesla at the same time. Let's actually rocket his Mother Witch. Any type of rocket value I'll take. And really bad E-Giant by him. I'm just gonna Tesla a little close to my Xbow to support by making sure it's a little out of, just a little away from my Xbow just so it's able to kite this E-Giant if I need to. Okay, I'm just gonna have to Tesla right here. And he's probably gonna lightning right now. Even if he does, I could just rocket back. And that was a really bad E-Giant by him. So his E-Giant should be out of cycle if I'm correct. And that was a really bad lightning by my opponent. So I'm gonna have to Valk actually to take care of the cage. I mean the Goblin Brawler. And let's actually rocket just to be safe. I'm gonna Mother Witch his, nail his Mother Witch. I assume he's gonna E-Giant in front of this, and yeah, perfect. So if I go Valkyrie, I should be fine to defend this. Not much he could really do right here. So pretty simple defense. I'm gonna go Xbow on the right hand side, and this might be a perfect Xbow, guys. I'm gonna go Tesla in case he plays anything. And while really late E-Giant by him, that might have costed him the game right there. Okay, I just need to cycle back. I should be fine right here. All my spells don't do enough. They do about like 714 or something. So it won't be enough, but should be pretty close, and Icebow finishes it off. So pretty good game right there. It's usually harder against good Egiant players. Okay, so this should be the last match of the video for 7K. Hopefully it's a really hard matchup, just to end things off. I'm just gonna test in the middle, and it looks like it could be RG, since he has Log and Mega Minion. So Fisherman in the back. I don't advise doing this play. This is a really risky play, but I'm actually gonna rocket his Fisherman. And I know he won't play RG at the bridge right away, so I'm just gonna actually defensive Xbow, where he could actually fireball my Xbow. I'm kind of baiting the fireball just so he won't have enough elixir to support his Royal Giant, if that makes sense. Which makes my defense a little bit easier. Okay, so perfect. We managed to actually defend. So again, guys, I don't recommend you guys do that play. That can be really risky, and you could lose the game right away. But I'm really glad he managed to take that fireball on my Xbow. That really saved me right there. So I know his fireball is out of cycle, so I'm just gonna go Ice Wizard. Let's just kind of see what he's gonna do. Yeah, I don't really have to do anything right here because my Ice Wizard and Tesla should take care of his Dark Prince. And I don't know why he played his RG at the back like that. And I might just go in. So our Xbow should be getting a lot of value right here. I think we should get a lock. Okay, it actually locks onto the RG. That's fine by me, because we did get a lot of elixir value from all his troops that he basically wasted. And we managed to get a lock, a really sneaky lock, so that's perfect. I know he has RG in hand, like right now. I know he wants to play it too. Okay, so I don't know why he played RG in the back again. I'm actually gonna go defensive Xbow because we might be down in elixir and I don't want to play too aggressively. So I'm actually gonna rocket his RG just because I know he's gonna cycle to another one soon. And it's gonna be harder to defend if I don't take care of that first RG right away. And we kind of missed the log on the Dark Prince. Okay, perfect. The RG didn't get a shot, so that's pretty good. So I feel like this matchup is a little bit easier just because he doesn't have Mother Witch. And I'm a little bit more free to play my skeletons. So yeah, I think this matchup isn't too bad, but I still think he counters us. So right here, I might let his RG connect a little bit just because, okay, since he did waste that fireball, I changed my mind. Okay. Valk and then Skeleton should take care of this. So I think that's only one shot and we should be fine as long as I can get some rockets down. And I know he didn't want to play that E-Wiz. That was a waste of an E-Wiz. So we should be back in the elixir lead, so yeah. Just gonna test on the middle again. And let's see what he's gonna do. Notice how I'm continuously log chipping, just because RG matchups can get really close and become like a spell race. So since he did waste that fireball, I'm just gonna go with the rocket on his tower. I'm gonna Valk in the back and just defend the right side a little lightly because I know he wants to go on the left side a lot more. Okay, Rocket Leo should be good here. Perfect, guys. So I'm just gonna actually Tesla to the left because I care about that side a little bit more. And I think a rocket should do this, and it should be GG. And yeah, guys, really good game. If you guys stuck with me thus far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the truest, my truest fans. And he's spamming his global tournament emote. I mean, it doesn't matter because I still won, but pretty good game. And yeah, guys,